Hello, my fiery friends, and welcome once again. Once again, we are having another awesome week. Hopefully, again, you're all doing well out there. This is again the Infernoman, and we're going to have a fiery fun stream once again. We're going to play some Midweek Magic, and we're going to be looking forward to playing our latest and greatest of our budget deck techs. But without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump in right now. Okay, there we go. So how are we all doing today? Hopefully, again, you're having a wonderful day wherever you are at. So, again, here's the game plan for those of you who are new to this, whether you're watching this here live or you're watching it on the replay a little bit later on. We're going to be playing, of course, a bit of Midweek Magic. And again, we're going to be showing off our awesome deck tech that's going to be budget on Arena. Granted, of course, it's a little expensive this time around in paper, but we're not going to worry too much about that. We're, again, just going to focusing on just having some fun today for the next couple hours. And then, hopefully, if you do like the content and you do want to stick around and check out some more stuff, be sure to find me. Again, you can see the socials right there on the bottom right there. So we'll be live, of course, across multiple social media platforms. And also, if you stick around long enough, you get to see a lot of cool stuff that we have. Again, if you are a fan of super budget Magic the Gathering. But without further ado, let's go ahead. We're going to play in the Explorer Midweek Magic event. And okay, so as always, we like to start off usually these with Midweek Magic, but then we'll of course go into the main event. Afterwards, we'll play a little bit of that, and then we'll kind of wrap up, of course, the end of the stream by talking about how the deck did, good, bad, whatever. But in any case, let's talk briefly again. We got Midweek Magic. This is the Explorer Showcase this week. So it looks like this week we basically are going to take a pre-constructed deck based on something, I guess, how the meta looks for Explorer. And I guess we'll just play that. We're going to get our wins in. And then, as always, we'll just jump right back into having some fun with our actual main deck. So we won't take too long. We're just going to jump right into it. And we're going to be starting to play with whichever deck. So let's kind of browse these just briefly. All right. So this is mostly just the Collected Company Angels deck that we've seen multiple times. All right. Let's Rakdos Sword Intel. So this one focuses on trying to get Sorin, and then you basically bring out a Vein Ripper ASAP by cheating it into play, and then just going nuts with that. This one is Azorius Control. Pretty self-explanatory, of course. But again, it's just trying to get... Oh, it's just this Teferi. That's interesting. Okay, but otherwise, we're just going to try to get Teferi out here. We have Jace here. This is a really weird version of Azorius Control. Not the version I would play personally, but okay. Interesting variant. Izzet Phoenix... Again, doesn't need no introduction. You basically get the idea here. We're just going to try to sling off a bunch of spells and bring back Art Life Phoenix ASAP to just do their thing. And then Mono Green Devotion looks like it's the main one here. Just get a little brief view of that. Okay. And this one's trying to get Ulamog also, but we also have a bunch of other stuff here as well. Not sure which one I want to play. I kind of want to play either Rakdos Sword Intel or Izzet Phoenix. One of these two, because that tends to be my wheelhouse, my expertise, if you will. But otherwise, let's go ahead and... figure out right now that we'll jump back. I think we'll play the Rakdos Show and Tell deck. That one probably might be the best one. So with that, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully, again, you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at, wherever you're watching the content. Hopefully, again, you're having a fun time also checking out all the exciting things that Bloomborough looks like it's bringing. I'm not going to lie, I'm actually really hyped for how Bloomborough is looking. I'm actually really surprised at how more exciting it actually was initially than I thought, only just because if you haven't seen already, Bloomborough actually has quite a few powerful cards added to it, and it's also full of cute little woodland creature things, so I'm actually kind of excited for that one. I'm big on aggro and I'm big on creature decks, so this definitely looks like it'll be my set coming up soon. Also, I'm really excited for rotation finally happening, because not gonna lie, Standard's been a little stale, which is why I don't really play Standard all that much. But in any case, before I continually go on, let's see, we got Vein Rippers, we got Blood Tithe Harvester, and we got a Duress. Do we keep this hand? I think we might want to keep this one. Again, it's just Midweek Magic, so I'm not too worried about that. We're definitely going to have a lot more to go over soon when it comes to our actual main event. But until then, let's get a little peeky peek at what our opponent's trying to do here. Okay, so they got... Alright, we'll throw away that Sedgy Selcher there. So, no protection for them. Alright, Battlefield Forge, Virtuoso. Alright, so with that, I guess we'll play Saphir Spire. Blood Tithe Harvester. Make a blood token. Cool. Okay, so while we're doing our thing right here, those of you that are watching right now, again, whether you're watching live or on the replay, let me know, like, in the comments or in the chat, is there a card that you want to see be built with the upcoming Bloomborough set? What are you looking forward to specifically with Bloomborough I would like to hear from all of you about, again, your initial thoughts on this. Alright, opponent is swinging. No blocks. It's going to take quite a bit of damage here. This is going to hurt for a moment. Ouch. Down to 13. Okay. I would love for us to get a Sorin. If we can get Sorin, we can definitely start doing our thing here. Okay, so Haunted Wasteland. Okay, so with that, how do we do this? Do we... I think we'll pass. See if our opponent tries to do anything here. Right, nothing. Okay, so we know they have 3 cards in hand. They've got 2 Homestead Courage. Ideally, I would like for them to tap out, and then we can use Bitter Triumph here to then just take out that Illuminator Virtuoso. It all depends on what our opponent's trying to do here. What do you want to do, opponents? Do you want to get rid of our creature? Legionnaire. Okay. That's fine. Okay, they did not tap out. Not what I want to see. Okay, so with that. So, Blood Tithe Harvester here. Do you have a response, opponent? They do not. Oh, alright. Well, down to 10. We lose the Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay, so with that, okay, we'll pass here. Okay, we got another Blood Tithe Harvester. Not quite what I wanted to see, but that's okay. Okay. Ideally, again, we're trying to hopefully stop our opponent here from doing a thing. Make another blood token. And we'll pass here. Are you going to try to do anything, opponents? Come on. Come on. I would love for him right now. Okay, no tap out yet. Still have 3 mana open. We might have to start chum blocking here, which is not ideal. But got to do what we got to do in order to get through this. Don't worry. We have a really, really sweet deck for you as soon as we're done here. I would love to show you guys as soon as I can. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to do it now. So, we'll discard a card. Ping ourselves. Throw away a Vein Ripper. Do you have protection, opponents? Obviously, they do. See right here. More escape. Of course, we got it. So at this point, I think we lost this first one. It's okay, everybody. It's just Midweek Magic, so I'm not too concerned. We're just, again, just hopefully trying to do our thing here. They do their swings, pumps, all that jazz. Okay, so unfortunately, we'll take a loss here. Down to 2. Yep. -5. Alright. Well, lost the first one here. Totally fine. We're just getting started, so we definitely have a lot of time to play around with this. But otherwise, let's just move on to the next one. Maybe we'll try to mulligan to see if we can try to get that ideal combo with the Sorin and the Vein Ripper. I actually haven't played that myself in a deck. I was thinking maybe I might do that one in a future deck. Of course, on the cheap. But we'll have to talk about that maybe in the future. We'll see how that looks. Okay, but otherwise, going back into it, we're going to play again another one. Let's see. We got the Vein Ripper again, which is great. We have Fable, which is also awesome. But we don't have Sorin just yet. Do we keep this hand? Okay. We have removal, so Fatal Push is great. Okay, so our opponent's playing the green deck. Put down a Swamp. We'll be able to Fatal Push at least twice, if we have to. We've got Bitter Triumph, which is great. Blood Tithe Harvester. Ping ourselves. Then make a blood token. Yay. Okay. So. Also, I need to put out, for those of you who haven't seen it already, we have, of course, the Discord. The Discord, of course, will be able to then get you, if you're interested, if you want to check out... Okay, so we're going to have to pay 3 life here, by the way. We cannot afford to let that Cure survive.
Well, this sucks.
Go swinging here. Down to 17. So, for those of you who are unaware, I'm going to put up eventually a poll, maybe if not later today, sometime this week, for those that are out there that are interested in checking out what Bloomborough is trying to do. I mean, there's some cards that I'm definitely really hyped for, but I need to figure out now what do we want to play when it comes to Bloomborough. So with that, we will... How do we do this here? I think Fable. Get our value train going. Pass the turn. They're going to probably swing at us, but we definitely have at least ways of now hopefully filtering through what we need. Don't know what else our opponent's got in their hand, though. But obviously, if they're playing the Mono Green Devotion, They definitely have probably something really big and scary in their hand that we're going to have to be mindful of. Okay, so they're making their mana. Put down another Nykthos. Cavalier of Thorns. Alright, well, here they come. They mill. Oh, no land. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. No blocks yet. We're down to 10. Scary. But we do have ways of getting through this. So, how do we do this here? I think... Thoughtseize, Blackleaf Cliffs. Looking for Sorin. Did not get him. That's okay. Meyer. Shieldred. Okay, well at least Shieldred right now can block for a bit. So that's what we like. Swing. Make a treasure token. Alright. Fatal Push. Lose that, but now we Fatal Push. Wait, oh, wrong target. Okay, so we will get rid of Old Growth Troll here. It'll come back. Annoying, but this is fine. So, that will do its thing. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent. What you got? This hopefully at least should buy us some time. The Shieldred is always dirty to play. Always dirty. But I'm not going to lie. Good card for us right now. We definitely need it. So, let's see. What's that? Okay. So they're going to transform to Lubernos. Okay, so no blocks yet. We're going to have to hold off just a little bit longer. Live. Transform the Fable. Here Springs. And Preacher of the Schism. So the good news is we do have Death Touchers now, which is nice. No attacks yet. Wait, so this is still a 3-3, isn't this? Okay, so we can still use things we need to if we absolutely have to get through this stuff. Okay, so with that... How do we get around this? Just trying to think what's the best option here. Okay. Let our opponent do the thing. Old Growth Troll again. We draw a card. But they do lose life. So they're going to have to be careful again of what they're trying to do here. Alright, opponent. Another Old Growth Troll. Alright. Again, getting a little scary. But they are going to start draining themselves if they're not careful. So that puts them at 7. So we're now within range. But what is our opponent going to try to do here? Come on, opponents. Last card. What do you got? I swear, if it's that village card, I'm going to be so salty right now. Come on. What do you got, opponent? Don't keep me waiting too long. But otherwise, while our opponent is trying to figure out what they're going to do here with 7 mana and 1 card open, come on, there's really not much else you can do here. Okay. Alright, so they've got Lair of the Hydra. So obviously they're going to swing here. Okay, big swing. Okay, so here's how we do this. So, let's see. How do we want to do this? Okay, so I think we're going to Fatal Push away that Lair of the Hydra. Let's see. With that, okay, refresh. Okay. I'm going to make a bunch of tokens, which is awkward. Okay, so Lubernos here. Preacher. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Walk there. Okay. We will... Oh, I can only activate it at sorcery speed. That's awkward. Okay. That's fine. We're going to have to block it either way. Okay. Oh, hey, Suki. How are you doing today? Welcome. Good morning. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay. So front here is... Okay. I don't think we're going to win this one, so that's going to be awkward. Okay. Just going to have to wait here. Okay. Yeah, how you doing today, Suki? Hopefully, again, you're having a great day wherever you're at. We're trying to play right now some Midweek Magic. Probably going to lose this one. It's okay. We're going to, hopefully, again, we're going to play some Timeless in a little bit as soon as we're through this. Okay, so just get them there. I guess it doesn't really matter because we're just going to lose this one. It's okay. Right, down to -9. Well, that was terrible. Okay. We're going to try the deck one more time. Maybe we're not having the best of luck with this deck, but then we're going to try maybe another tactic in a bit. But otherwise, all right. Excuse me. All right. Rakdos Show and Tell. Not doing quite as well as I was hoping it would, but that's okay. Oh, you're sick. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully, again, you feel better soon. So, take care of yourself. Get better. As for me, okay, so I'm right now just trying to play just a little bit on stream right here before I got to go through my big boy job a little bit later today. So I figured right now this is a good time for us to stream for a little bit, have some fun, play, of course, Midweek Magic, and show off our latest deck. So thanks for joining us. Appreciate the love. And okay, so our opponent here, not sure what they're playing. Okay, they're playing the Azorius control deck. Ooh, okay. We got the Zora and we got the Vein Ripper. Okay, we'll hold on to that, of course, for a little bit later on. So with that, we will play Black Leaf Cliff. All right, time for Peeky Peek time. Okay, so what do we get rid of here? Get rid of that March of Otherworldly Light. We can't afford to have any of our stuff getting got. So, all right, Fatal Push. That's not too shabby either. We will play a Sulphurous Spring. We will play Blood Tithe Harvester. Ping ourselves. Make a blood token. Okay, so game plan right now. So we've got the dream right here, everybody. We've got Sorin, and we got the Vein Ripper. Okay, so with that, Blood Crypt, shock ourselves. Okay, so -3. We will play. Yes, we got it. Vein Ripper combo. There we go. I don't know how you're going to stop that opponent, but good luck. The only way they're going to be able to stop this is they have to Wrath us. That's the only way, at least with the pre-constructed deck, they're going to be able to stop this deck. Yeah, I think I do have a bad case of that. I mean, sometimes just, I don't know. I always end up looking like I'm like the worst Magic player sometimes. It just happens to be that way. Not all the time, of course, but... Okay, so with that... We will put a counter on this. This makes it a 7/7. I love this. Love it. Okay, Dust Legion Zealot. I know, this is now like overkill at this point. Our opponent will counter that. That's fine. We will go doing our swings. Vein Ripper. Love it. Okay. Alright, opponent here. Trying to gain some life. Trying to scry. Trying to do their thing. That's fine. Totally fine. So obviously chump block here. Down to 12. We go back up to 22. And, oh my goodness. They get drained too. This card is so busted. Who thought this was a good idea for a card? Who thought Vein Ripper here with Sorin was a good idea? Well, I guess I got a little too ahead of myself there. Alright, I actually had a way to actually stop that. I'm really surprised, but okay. Well, we have another Vein Ripper, which is nice, but we don't have anything else, which is really awkward for us. We're going to hold off on the Mutavault here in case if they turn on Incubators. So we're going to have to wait just a little bit. Jace Perfected Mind. Okay, that's fine. They transfer their artifact. And I guess we'll just Fatal Push that. Okay. Well, out of the way, which is nice. Phew. Okay. So we're in a good spot again. They'll make us mill. They have draw card, which is okay, I guess. Alright. So, as far as we do this, we're going to sacrifice Sorin here. We have to put back in another Vein Ripper. Let's get a peeky peek at what they got. Can't have any more surprises on us here. Okay, March of Otherworldly, that's got to go. And then turn on Mutavault also. And there you go, everybody. We've got taking out the Jace. Down to 1. Okay. Okay. We're almost there. We're going to get this win right here. Temporary lockdown. And they give up. So, yes, we got our win for the day. First one. All right. Nice. Too bad. Cute little precon. Not too shabby for what it does. Nothing super special, but hey, we'll take it. Alright, so we get our wins, get our dailies. Claim, claim, claim. What do we get? Okay, so we got some more gems. That'll definitely be helpful for the upcoming sets. Go on and we'll get our second win of the day. Hopefully, we'll be able to start getting some other stuff done. Don't worry. As soon as we're done with Midweek Magic, everybody, we will then be able to then start going off with our Aetherworks Marvel deck that I will talk about in a little bit. Obviously, for those of you who have played Aetherworks Marvel in the past, you'll probably get an idea of what the deck is going to try to do. But definitely, we're going to infuse it with some 2024 power. Okay, so our opponent is playing... Let's see. Throw away the favorite hoplite. Okay, so with that, we'll then be able to then throw in Dusk Legion Zealot in a bit. And hopefully we'll get our card draw going. Just doing our thing. Monster Swiss Spear. Alright. Down 17. Haunted Ridge. So with that, Sulphurous Springs. Draw a card, lose a life. More lands. Not quite what I want to see, but that's okay. We do have ways of getting around this stuff. So that's not what I'm worried about. They shock themselves. Illuminator Virtuoso. Okay, so that's got to be a threat we got to take out ASAP. We can't afford to let that live. So, in order to do that, Bitter Triumph. Throw away a Blood Crypt. Take that out. Haunted Ridge. Thoughtseize. Let's see what the last card is. If it's a creature, we got to get rid of it. Okay. Nothing here. Throw away the Monstrous Rage. That's scarier. Okay. So, we've mostly stripped our opponent here of much of their action. They only have a single Monastery Swiss here, which they can pump, which is a little scary, but we do have ways of getting around it. They will shock themselves. Oh, wow. Okay. That's fine, if they want to do that. The only way they could stop us right now is if they have removal. They have pump right now, but they have... Okay, so they do swing. Wait, okay, what else do they have? They don't have anything else, do they? No, okay, they don't. Just 12. Okay. Swamp. So with that, Haunted Ridge and Sorin. Unfortunately, we don't have the combo, but we do have ways of at least surviving. So put a +1/+1 counter. Go swinging here. We need to stabilize. And of course, they're going to be distracted by trying to take out Sorin. We just need at least another creature, so we should be good to go. Okay, opponent put down another land. They'll go swinging at Sorin. Do they? Do they not do any pump? They could probably pump and get rid of it if they wanted to. Okay, so they do swing. They hit it for 1. Okay, that's fine. Pump it again. Our Dutch Legion Zealot's only just going to get bigger, so... Let's see if we can just try to outpace our opponent with a Dutch Legion Zealot of all cards, of course. Down to 10, we go up to 3. And we'll pass here. We won't throw out our lands because we already have what we need, so we don't really need to do anything else right here. We're just hoping that maybe, just maybe, our opponent isn't going to try to pump up their creature. I mean, they're going to start falling behind now. Okay, Homestead Courage. Are they going to pump it up again to get rid of Sorin? I would think that's what they have to do right here, just to at least put us down partially. Opponents? Come on. What do you got? You got 2 cards in hand. Okay, they swing to face. Interesting. That's fine. Do they have any more pump, though? Okay, they do. They have the Monstrous Rage. So, 7 damage. That's going to hurt, but it's fine. Okay, a Mutavault is not the worst. So, here's how we do this. Turn on Mutavault. We will... We're going to see what our opponent's going to try to do here. Swing. Block? Oh, okay. I mean, they can if they want to. They have 1 card left in hand. So... We'll see if they take this bait. They have 1 card left. Maybe I'm a little risky right now. But I'm trying to hedge my bets right here. Okay. Did my bet pay off? Oh my goodness, they actually did have protection. Well, once again, I played myself. Okay. I know. I'm not the best at Magic, everybody. I can't believe that actually happened. Alright. Well played, opponents. You sure made a fool out of me. So, alright. I guess our opponent here might get the win in at this point. If they go to face... Ancestral Anger. Okay. They're getting all the pump in. I guess we should have just got what we had. But we're kind of ran out of gas, too. So... Oh, boy. Yeah, not off to a good start today. Down to 1. Ouch. Blood Tithe Harvester. That's definitely not enough for us. So, we will sacrifice a land out of desperation here. And a blood token. Okay. Bitter Triumph. Not enough, unfortunately. Let's see. Alright. We can pump this.
Our fiends thirst for life.
And... Yep. Alright. Our opponent kind of got us here. So, let's concede. Okay. Well, again, sorry everybody. I'm not looking too good right now. Ouch. It's fine. It's only, of course, as I'm going to say right now, it's just Midweek Magic. So, yep. It's okay. We're going to, of course, keep on going on. We're definitely going to still try to get through our actual real deck. When we get to our real deck, don't worry. That deck is going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. You have to believe me on that one. Okay. So, with that, excuse me. So, with that, we'll play Blood Crypts. Shocking ourselves. Get a peeky peek at what our opponent's trying to do here. Okay, so they are going to do the Izzet Spell Slinga. Throw away the Treasure Cruise. Can't have them get too much value. Okay, shock land. Sleight of hand. They're digging for what they want. Alright. Okay, Sulfur Springs. Looter Scooter. Coming in. We can get Preach of the Schism, which will be nice too. Or we have Fable. We have options, which is nice. We got Mutavault also. So with that, I guess we'll put down the Mutavault. And we'll play Fable. We'll do some looting and scooting. Swing. Draw a card. Alright, another land's not going to help us all that much, so we'll throw that away. They'll take the damage. Down to 13. Okay. Hopefully, again, this will be the one. We can get our win. We just need 2 more wins, and don't worry, everybody. We'll jump into our actual real deck tech in a little bit. So, thanks for hanging in there. We will get to it. I assure you. Fiery Impulse. And another land, I'm guessing. Shock themselves down to 11. Okay. I mean, that's a choice. That's fine. Okay. Yes? No? Down to 17. Got it. Okay, so... Do we throw anything away here? I think we could throw away our 2 lands. Draw some cards. Ooh, Kalitas is not bad. So... Preacher of the Schism. Coming down. Turn on Looter Scooter. Go swinging here. Do some more card draw. Shieldred's not bad. Okay, so what do we do here? Ooh. Okay. This is a little tricky here. I think we'll throw away... I don't know what I need to throw away here. Shieldred, of course, can help us stabilize. Kalitas is great if we could just destroy stuff. I think throw away Sorin. Only just because the value from these will help us out a little bit more. They're down to 8. Picklock Prankster. Okay, they did throw away 1 Phoenix. Okay. We'll see. Picklock Prankster again. More milling. Do they use that lightning axe on us? Will they? They probably will. Watch. Watch. Wait for it. There it is. Well, I would rather the lightning axe go and hit Preacher of the Schism versus Shieldred. That at least buys us some time. But is it going to be enough? Alright, take it out. Tap land. No swinging just yet. Transform. Shield of the Apocalypse. Do some more looting and scooting. We won't really get any damage this time around. We're just doing it honestly for value. Drawing a card. Throwing out the Thoughtseize. Gain some life to stabilize. Obviously they'll block. No surprise there. And we pass. Okay, opponent. Clock is ticking. Can we get to our opponent? Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. So, 4 mana open. I know they have Izzet Charms. They got Galvanic Iteration. This is our opponent's turn to do something really big if they want to turn this around. Assuming they can. Because we're in a pretty good spot right now. Come on, opponents. What do you got? Will they pull it off here? They have 2 cards. I have no idea what they are. And they're thinking really hard about this one. Okay, so they do have the Finale of Promise. So, unfortunately, that does mean that Lightning Axe will get hit on Shieldred. Wow. Opponents, they've been having a lot of good luck against us this morning. Not too fond of that, honestly. That will trigger first. So that's actually not the worst. So that means we do ping him for another 2 before it goes bye-bye. Alright. 3 Phoenixes. Yikes. Will they swing? Okay, they do. Down to 10. Okay, so how do we get out of this? I think... Okay. Is there any way out of this? I actually don't know. Okay. I think... Kalitas. And we'll pass. Okay. Can we survive this hit right here? That's really all it comes down to right now. If we survive the hit, we should be okay. Maybe. Come on, deck. I believe in you. But if you do fail me again, deck, I'm going to switch this out to something else instead. Oh, geez. They actually got the Treasure Cruise off. So, they draw 3. They refuel their hand. Okay. Okay. Opponent's going to go swinging here most likely. Alright. With that, turn on the Looter Scooter. Unless they have something to respond to it. I mean, they got 5 cards in hand. Anything can happen at this point. Oh, boy. Yeah, here it comes. Okay, it's fine. We lose again. Wow. I am definitely not doing too well this morning. Wow. Luck is not with me this morning at all. Okay, so I think we're going to change it up here. We're going to use the Izzet Phoenix deck instead. Okay. Don't worry, everybody. Oh, don't worry. We're definitely going to get around to having some more fun in a bit. Of course, if this event kind of drags a little bit here and it takes way too long, I am going to just drop it for the time being. Actually, we don't do this bad on Midweek Magic. So, it's making me look a little dumb here. Granted, of course, yes, I do make a couple of punts here and there. Don't judge me on that. But in any case, moving back to this. Okay, so, this time around, we're going to be playing the Izzet Phoenix deck instead. And I am more in tune with this, honestly. I do like what Izzet Phoenix is trying to do. So hopefully, this will be a much better performance. Right? Plans for opponents. Place to consider. We'll do our thing where we're going to do some digging. Okay, Lightning Axe. Throw it away. Brazen Borer is not bad for later. Storm Carved Coast. Okay. Alright, so tap land's a little awkward for the time being. But we do have a Spell Pierce, so that's great. Hall of the Storm Giants. Put that down now. Alright. Come on, deck. Where are my Phoenixes? That's all I'm looking for right now. So we can start doing our thing. Field of Ruin for our opponent. Restless Anchorage. They turn that on. They will create a map token. But we can take out their creature land. Yes. Whew. Okay. Well, we're definitely looking a little better now. Otherwise, Nothing yet. So, we're just going to have to hold off just a little bit longer. One's got 4 lands. Anything yet? Nothing. Okay. Pass here. Not, again, as flashy or as exciting as the other deck. But, just trust me, this deck obviously will go off when it has to. It will get done. Field of Ruin. Okay. Tap that. Opt. Trying to dig for stuff now. Spire Bluff Canal. I guess we'll just take that. They ping away our creature land. Alright, and then we'll put out a basic land, of course. I guess we'll just get out the mountain. Okay, deck. Can we get there? I think we'll just put down Brazen Bard and start putting down some pressure on our opponents. Do you have a counter, opponent? You obviously have to if you're playing this. Okay, no more lies. Do we counter that? Do we want to counter that? Okay, we'll just let it go. I want to save that Spell Piercer when we're actually going to need it. So, okay. We will... Okay. Trying to figure this out right now. Okay. I guess we'll just hard cast an Arc like Phoenix. Not quite what you want to do with it, but that's fine. Down to 17. Suki asking, Inferno, what's your best deck? Oh, that's actually a very good question. I actually never thought about what is my best of best deck. I have a lot of decks that I do like playing, but as far as my best deck, are we talking just overall? Oh, yay, our opponent actually gave up. That was a really awkward way to win, but I guess I'll take it. Okay. Just, I guess for clarity, Suki, what are you talking about just in general on Arena, Paper, both? Because I do have quite a few decks, but I'm trying to think right now what exactly is... Okay, so we got some more gems. That's cool. If you're asking in Paper, my best deck? I guess also, I guess if we're talking best deck in just like competitive, I do have a Pauper Burn deck that I actually am fond of, but it does need to be updated a little bit. If you're talking about a deck that is one of my favorites, that's also my best, my signature deck is actually a Temur Energy deck that I put together a while ago. It's actually really near and dear to me, so I actually do like that deck. I have a paper one, so much so that I actually built the Temur Energy deck actually in Arena. So we might do a stream on that deck maybe next month after we get through a bit of Bloomborough. I will save that maybe for a celebration that's coming up next month. FYI, it is going to be... I'm actually going to be celebrating my birthday next month. So I was planning on doing a pre-birthday stream showing off one of my actual favorite signature deck. But we'll hold off on that a little bit. As far as Arena, I think we'll keep this hand. So as far as Arena is concerned, that's actually a good question. I played so many decks on Arena. I actually am fond of a lot of decks on Arena. I'm not quite sure which one I would say is the one that's the best. We'll actually kind of scroll through our list. As soon as we're done with Midweek Magic, I'll probably just scroll through the list a little bit here, just to see whatever we have. And again, we'll probably talk about that in a little bit. But as far as off the top of my head, I mostly just play... Yeah, it's mostly going to be a mono-red burn deck, but we have had so many burn decks over time. Actually, I love all my burn decks and my aggro decks. But... Ooh, my unbudget deck. Well, the energy deck that I talk about, that one's technically one of the few that I actually will play at some point, and it is considered non-energy. I'm sorry, not non-energy. I mean, non-budget. So, I cannot say words right now. Yes, it's actually one of my few decks that actually I will play that actually is non-budget. I know at some point, we'll probably do at least a stream where you'll be able to all see at some point all of my awesome, really cool ideas I have if I was to not hold back. Because I know the majority of my whole channel is just basically budget. But I do play, of course, non-budget decks. I do have a couple of meta decks that get kind of gnarly if we don't hold back at all. But yeah, don't worry. At some point, I will definitely do a stream where we're going to try to see if I can get kind of competitive with ranked. And me actually playing some of my more powerful decks. that actually don't have to worry about budget. Okay, so scry it down the Lightning Axe. We don't need that right now. Fiery Impulse. Okay, so we do have a Phoenix. That's not bad. So with that, Steam Vents, shocking ourselves. Alright, so we will wait. If our opponent could throw down something with Kiora here, we could definitely start taking that out with Lightning Axe, throw away the Arc-Light Phoenix. But yeah, I will also leave a poll out there at some point. Let me know, of course, whether you're watching this in the replay or you're watching this live. Let me know at some point if you'd like to see me do some non-budget stuff. If we were to not hold back, what would you like to see us play? And I will be willing to play just about anything out there. So I do have a lot of cool stuff that I think would actually be kind of fun to do if you're actually interested. Okay, but otherwise, going back to this, our opponent here. Alright, so they got their tap lands. Alright, Lightning Axe. Discard. Throw away the Phoenix. Take that out. It will come back, unfortunately, which is awkward, but that's okay. Alright, deck. Mill. Okay. No major hits there, but I guess we'll pick out the Picklock Prankster. Alright, Firebluff Canal is not the land I wanted to see right now. So, how do we do this here? I guess we could Treasure Cruise. Okay, so we got to pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we got our 5 there. Okay. Okay. Draw 3. Okay. Nothing major there, everybody, but that's okay. So we have a Fiery Impulse, Brazen Borrower, and Picklock Prankster if we really wanted to get that Phoenix out. I'm hoping we can get a little bit more action here. It's actually not quite what I was expecting with Phoenix, but it's okay. We'll try to find a way to get around this, everybody. Okay, opponent is going to start doing their mana things. So we'll see. Let them do their thing. Goody goody gumdrops. Definitely not fond of mono green devotion. Opponent here is taking their sweet time. While they're taking their sweet time, though, yeah, let me know, everybody. Is there a card or set of cards you would like to see? I'm trying to already start theorizing what we want to put together for Bloomborough. I actually do have a couple of ideas for a really sweet, cute little budget, actual standard deck. Once rotation comes, actually we'll do maybe 1 or 2 standard decks, so I'm kind of excited for that one. And of course, we'll definitely start going back from Timeless into Explorer to show off some of the cool stuff that you can do with the new cards from Bloomborough. So let me know again what you would like to see when it comes to that. I would be more than happy to show off that kind of stuff. Otherwise, let's see. We will mill some more. Okay, so we did get another Phoenix out. That's great. We will then play... Okay, put this on blue. Slide a hand. Okay, Ledger Shredder's not bad. We'll do that for later. And then mill again. Okay, what do we get out? I guess we'll get out the Sleight of Hand. Get back 2 Phoenixes. Okay, unfortunately, we can't really swing. This is really awkward because that Lair of the Hydra... Well, actually, we can swing with 1. Actually, no. That Voracious Hydra with Trample really kind of screws us over here. Okay, well, I'm biased towards Slivers, so I would like to see Slivers, but there are only so much you can do with Slivers. Besides, I would like to see birds. Oh, okay. Okay, well, good to know. So, well, the good news, Suki, is you definitely saw we're definitely going to get a lot of new birds coming up from Bloomborough, so don't worry. I do have an idea for birds, but it's going to take a little bit of time, and I need to kind of play around with some stuff. So, I can assure you, we'll definitely do some fun flying shenanigans very, very soon. As far as Slivers, I kind of have something that I put together that is... Okay. Alright, our opponent here making us look like fools here. Alright. Okay. I'm just not even going to entertain this one. I'm just going to concede. We're going to try again. We just need one more win. And don't worry, everybody. We will jump into... Timeless in just a bit. Don't worry. As far as slivers, I actually do have a slightly unfinished work-in-progress slivers deck for Arena. We never really finished it, but I'm going to try to see if I can put myself to find a way to make it budget some way, somehow, with what we got. Don't worry. That will be coming. Maybe I might do that next month, once we get a little deep into Bloomborough, but we'll see. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's keep this hand. We got some removal. Got some card draw. We do have Galvanic Iteration. So we want to trigger stuff again. Spiral of Canal. And we'll pass here. Okay. Leviathans. That's spicy. Something to think about. Okay, so Lightning Axe. We gotta get rid of that Bishop of Wings. We can't afford to let that stay alive. So with that, we will Galvanic Iteration. That goes bye-bye. Okay, opt. So with that, sleight of hand. We'll get the Lightning Axe. That'll be helpful. Sudden Carve Coast. Gonna come until I tapped. Okay. So our opponent's playing the Angels deck, which is another deck that's absolutely annoying to deal with if you don't have enough removal for it. So, until then, what do you got, opponents? 5 cards in hand. Righteous Valkyrie coming down. Just windmilling that sucker. Okay. We will play a Lightning Axe. We will throw away an Opt. Okay. And we'll pass here. Okay, deck. Come on. I know you can do it, deck. I believe in you. Give me what I need, so hopefully we can finish up this event and move on to our fun main event. They actually got the collecting company off? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What do you got, opponents? Good? Bad? So they did manage to get off the Bishop of Wings, and they got the Inspiring Overseer. Okay. Well, that means they're going to be doing their disgusting shenanigans. In any case, consider, we'll throw away the Sleight of Hands. We need our action. Where is our action at? Finale of Promise. Not bad for now, but we need to start digging around for our stuff. Okay, Island. Throw that away. Picklock Prankster. Consider again. Brazen Borrow. Okay, I'll take that. It's fine. And we'll pass here. Okay, with Treasure Cruise, we can definitely refuel in a moment. Let's see. Can we get there with this? Animal Elves. Opponent's got a swing. Resplendent Angel. Okay. They gain 4 life. Let's see. They need 5 life to, however, make an Angel. So we're okay for now. Okay, so. On blue. Alright, so. Come on, deck. We need you to give us a good hit. Okay, so Phoenix does go in there. Okay. Is it Charm? And then... how do we do this here? I think we'll just Treasure Cruise. I'm going to see if we can dig out some other things here. So, exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Draw 3. Okay. Huh. Okay. We can get a Phoenix back next turn, which is not bad. But wow, we're not hitting too well with this. They got their other Righteous Valkyrie off. Okay. It's just disgusting. So, that probably means our opponent here does have enough, unfortunately, to beat us here. They'll swing. Watch. This deck also does not have any kind of removal. Because, again, we're just trying to get the Phoenixes off. So, with that, Hull of Storm Giants does not do it. And we'll concede here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to change it up, everybody. I'm not feeling this event. I don't really like where this is going. And we're not doing too well either. So, rather than kind of keep looking foolish here, I think I'm just going to cut it here for now. I'll worry about getting this done on my own time. And we'll just jump into having some fun with what we came here for. You all came here for one simple thing. And I'm about to show it to you right now. So, this is all why you came here today. This is the main event that we're talking about here. So, we'll do a quick little, cute little history lesson, if you will. If you've been playing Magic at least until like what, 2016, 2017, you probably remember in Standard there was a simple card from Kaladesh that was called Aetherworks Marvel. So this was a disgusting card because, as you can see, it simply allows you to then pay 6 energy if you had enough energy, and you were able to cheat really big, gnarly stuff into play. This was really, really dirty to play. Honestly, it's not usually my style of deck, but I wanted to mix it up today and try to see if we could try to do something a little bit off my usual beaten path. So with that, that's what we're doing today, everybody. Today, Marvel, Aetherworks Marvel is coming back. It's Marvel time, baby. And that's what we're trying to do today. But we have to, of course, update this deck for 2024. So that's what we're playing in Timeless today. So how exactly are we going to update this for this new formats? Anyone? Anyone want to ask? I'm sure one of you just did. So then you just ask, I'm glad you did, because here's how we're going to be able to pull off this really awesome deck. We're going to need to get as much energy as possible to get this to work. Thankfully, of course, with Modern Horizons 3, we got a lot of more energy payoffs now and a lot more consistency with the deck. Plus, we have now enough where we can actually make this budget. Although I will say, disclaimer real quick, this is budget in Arena, because it'll only cost you 14 rares / mythics in Arena. But in paper, once I put up the link, it's a little more expensive than that. But we won't worry about that right now. We're again talking about excuse me, budget Arena. As far as budget Arena concerns, we need to get this out ASAP. In order to do that, we're going to then take advantage of some of our new cards here. So, original cards from the actual build have Attune with Ether to dig out our basic lands. We're going to utilize cards like Servant of the Conduit here as our mana ramp. But we're going to, of course, need to get some new cards infused into this. So we have Tune the Narrative here, a full play set so we could draw a card, get some energy, get our energy production going. We have Galvanic Discharge here as our sweet, sweet little removal here against creatures and planeswalkers. Gives us a ton of energy when we need it. We're going to still do some classic standbys. So we have 2 copies of Rogue Refiner, ETBs, makes it to, I'm sorry, not token, makes some energy and draws us a card. Really great. Can you believe, actually, for 1 second here? Let me pause. Gotta pause. Can you believe at one point, this card here, this cute little card, this was actually banned in Standard because it was too strong at the time? But consider that, of course, at some point, we have had really dirty Simic cards in 3 mana that have done way more over the past couple years that have been banned. Actually, I'm planning on doing a video kind of talking about this and another disgusting little card called Nadu. But yeah, there are some really powerful cards in this game. But for some reason, those three colors, I'll show you right now. Creature, Planeswalker. Let's talk about this actually for 1 second here. Sorry, I don't mean to divulge, but think about this for a second. We have had some gnarly cards that are... This card in 2016, 2017, I believe, this was banned for being too strong. Now consider one thing. This is the 2024 variant of this. I know, that sounds weird for me to say, but hear me out for a second. This card right here is absolutely disgusting to play against, and I don't think I need to tell you why. If you played against it in Brawl, it's gnarly. Previous to this, other banned cards that were 3-drops, like this, were Oko. This was also banned, and it was also disgusting to play against. Back when I saw this in Standard in 2019 into 2020, it was not fun. It was not enjoyable at all. Man, speaking of other decks that also had dirty cards like this, let's talk about another card. Oro here. So, another disgusting card that was a 3-drop, that was also Simic, that also did disgusting things. I don't even know why. Why does Wizards always have a hard-on for these cards? Nadu is obviously not banned yet. Most people have been saying it should be banned because it's too strong. Obviously, this isn't modern level because we only have Timeless here in the format. But if you played against this card, it's not fun. I don't like dealing with this card at all. But anyways, I will not rant anymore. This will mostly be a future deck. I'm sorry, not future deck, but a future mini video I might put together about cards that need to be addressed. The elephants in the room, if you will, when it comes to dealing with specific cards. But in any case, I don't want to divulge too much in that right now. We'll go back, of course, to what we're here for. Anyways, going into the 2-drop slot, we also have a couple more cards that we can infuse ourselves with that are new to this deck. So we have Izzet Janitorium here. Really awesome card. I love the fact that it can get us more energy. And also it helps us draw cards, even if, say, like we pay 6 energy with Aetherworks Marvel, because again, pay 4 or more energy, then we get to, again, draw a card with this card. Amped Raptor, really love this card. Really awesome. I love what it's trying to do here. Gets us another, hopefully, free card. Gets us some energy. We can then use it if we want to then take advantage of what it's trying to do here. And a single copy of Whirler Virtuoso, just in case we need to go super wide. But also, it's a cute little payoff for something else that I'm about to talk about in a moment. So hang in there for a second here. Excuse me. As far as Aetherworks Marvel itself, also we'll get energy with this card, as long as, again, a permanent we control is put into the graveyard. That's also how it works. And that'll also be handy with what we're trying to do in a minute. So hang on for a second. Don't worry, I will explain everything. As far as the further end, the payoffs, if you will, we have 2 copies of Golos here at ATBs. It'll get us a land of any kind we want, then we can shuffle. For 7 mana, we can then exile the top 3 of our top cards, and then we can play something for free. Really dirty, really gnarly, if we can pull that off. As far as what are the major payoffs, well, the old version of the deck took advantage of some of the powerful Eldrazi that were available in Standard at the time. So, since we're looking at, again, some stuff here to play with that is available to us in 2024, we're also going to take advantage of some of the old school stuff like Emrakul here. We're going to take advantage of new Emrakul as well. We have old Ulamog, we have new Ulamog, we have old Kozilek, we have new Kozilek, and we have a single copy of Ugin the Spirit Dragon. So basically, the 3 main big hitters are here, just single copies of. But Ugin, of course, is going to be the catch-all, just again if we run into trouble. It may be consistent to then consider maybe 1 or 2 of these variants and put a full playset. But hey, what fun would that be? So I figured, why not throw in a little bit of each, just to see if we can take advantage of what we're trying to do. So in order to pull off this game plan, of course, is generate all the energy you can. Play your Aetherworks Marvel. Spin it to win it, pray, and hopefully you'll get one of these Eldrazi Titans out to then just force our opponent to concede. That's the whole game plan, everybody. Now, as far as keeping this budget, we had to go with a much more simpler mana base, but it does work in our favor. So, islands, mountains, forests. Bountiful Landscape is also great because it is available to us, thankfully, from Modern Horizons 3, so it allows us to get some mana, but we can sack it if we need to then trigger off Aetherworks Marvel to give us more energy. It'll help us, of course, fix our mana when we need to. Granted, it comes into play tapped, but that's totally cool too. And if we need to in a pinch, we can also cycle it if we have to get another card and get some more action. Aether Hub's, of course, standard for this. We're going to use a single copy of Cascading Cataracts. This is going to help us fix our mana so that we can then trigger off Golos if we need to later on. An Urza's Cave here, just 1 single copy of if we need to get something out at instant speed in a pinch. And a single copy of Volatile Fault here. This is mostly, again, for the land hate against our opponent here, mostly against the creature lands. We create a treasure token, which can be kind of helpful in a pinch. Now, if you do want to play this in best of 3, what I would recommend, of course, is going to be some protection. So we have Ether Spike here. Really, really awesome. I love this card because, again, you can go really dirty with this. You can really charge up a ton just to put pressure on your opponent with the energy you'll get. So it really scales up perfectly. If we need to stabilize against aggro decks, we have Woodweaver's Puzzle Knot here. It gains us a life, gets us a bunch of energy. You can sacrifice it again to get more energy and more life. Haywire Might here is great for us for, specifically it's for the One Ring, but of course we can exile other non-creature artifacts and non-creature enchantments besides that, so really sweet there. If we need some protection for, say, like our Aetherworks Marvel, we have Tamiyo Safekeeping here. Protects any one of our permanents, gives it Hexproof Indestructible. We gain some life, so great for stabilizing. A single copy of Stone of Eric here. This is mostly for Graveyard Hate. We only need a single copy. We don't really care about Graveyard Hate too much in this deck. We mostly just want to focus on just getting our game plan off, so that's why we only need 1 copy here. But otherwise, that's the whole deck for you. Can we spin it to win it? Can Marvel still have its moment in the sun? Well, you're about to find out. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about how we're going to get those wins in just a moment by playing this in some Timeless Ranked. Let's see how well the deck does. So with that, jump into Ranked. Timeless Ranked. We'll then play... Where's our deck at? There it is. Okay. Okay. That's basically it, everybody. Let's see. Can we get there with this? Can we pull off some wins with this? I'm feeling pretty good about this deck. This deck is hilarious when it goes off. It can struggle a little bit here and there, but we're going to see if we can try to get there with what we got. Okay. We don't have our payoff at all in hand. We do have card draw. So, let's see. I don't know what our opponent's going to try to play, but we're going to try. Okay. So, hold on 1 second here. Let me refresh the chat. Chat's starting to freeze up on me. Suki, do you think it's possible to be a good Phyrex? It's possible. It's possible to a. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read that. A good Phyrexian poison deck. Actually, I do have a poison. I do have a poison deck that I actually made a while ago. I do have one that was kind of budget. We've made a couple of variants. I could show you those a little bit later on. Okay, so we'll tune the narrative here. We'll lose 1 energy, but we'll be able to draw a card and get some more energy. So, yeah, I would definitely say, yes, it is very possible. And you can actually do it in different colors, too, if you want to. So it's actually kind of cool. Oh, no, it's okay. No need to apologize. It is definitely possible. I put together a couple. Oh, wow, they actually spell pierced us. That's absolutely not fun. Come on, opponent. Don't do that to me. Okay, Bountiful Landscape. So now we can't awkwardly play our Servant of the Conduit, so yikes. But yes, you could definitely put together different versions of toxic poison decks. And also, I guess I would have to ask Suki, what format are you looking at doing? Kitchen table, whatever. You let me know. I do have a bunch of different poison decks I've made over time across various formats. So I would definitely say it is possible. Okay, opponent's Archive Trap. Oh, okay, they're milling us? That's not fun. Okay. Put down the Ether Hub. Put down Servant of the Conduit. Okay. Well, if our opponent is trying to do this, I don't know if we're going to be able to get there. Because mostly, again, we just kind of want to get to our main game plan here. Okay. Opponent? Do they have any more mill? I think that's the question here. Okay, nothing. Okay, our turn. Amped Raptor. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Amped Raptor is actually kind of nice. Okay, let me swing first. Get our damage in. Down to 18. Amped Raptor. Does this actually resolve? Because if our opponent is trying to counterspell us, I don't know what they're going to try to do here. Alright, Mana Drain is fine. Alright. So, what do you got, opponents? What miserable thing are you going to try to screw us over with? Okay, Shipwreck Marsh. Come on. What do you got? Also, looking at the clock right now, we're about the halfway point through the stream, everybody. I do want to bring that up only just because at this point, we'll just go through the remaining hour. I like to always remind everyone, we don't stream as long as some of the other people out there. It's not that I don't want to, but again, I'm budgeting my time with what we have. We don't have that much time only just because I got big boy job stuff to do. So with that, obviously once I'm done here, I'll throw up everything I can just to get this ready to go to put online and have it as a replay available, even in case if you're not watching this as a replay already. So this way you can then enjoy it. But of course I immediately have to start getting ready for my big boy job. But until then, we're going to of course enjoy this for a little bit longer for the next hour or so. But we'll still make time, of course, win, lose, whatever happens. We'll talk about the deck, of course, afterwards. See how well it did. Talk about maybe if you want to upgrade the deck even more, what you can do. And then we'll go from there. Toxicity is not... Okay. Well, our opponent, unfortunately, is kind of really hurting us here a lot. If we get the beatdown plan, that's going to be hilarious. Only just because it's not exactly how I envisioned us doing this. Okay, so... we have no bases left. That's really awkward. Opponent's got one card in hand. Wow, they have Archive Trap again. Okay. And we lose. Dang. Not doing too well here at all. Not quite at all what we were expecting. Okay. It's alright. It's just the first match. We're going to see if we can try to pull this off another way. This is also one of those decks I would actually recommend mostly for best of 1 versus best of 3. Because mostly when your opponent figures out what your combo is, they're definitely going to play in best of 3 ways of stopping your combo. So this is one of those few times I will definitely say, this is best for best of 3. But any case. Okay, so this time we're going to try to mulligan to see if we can get our Aetherworks Marvel. So we're going to mulligan here. Okay, so we got it here. That's great. We're actually going to hold on to this hand. This is actually not too bad. We'll put back Emrakul, though. Emrakul goes bye-bye. And with that, we will play the Ether Hub. Excuse me. Trying to clear my throat there. Okay. So, opponents. Okay, so we got our Mountain. Volatile Fjalt. Spend 1 energy. So we can get Servant of the Conduit. The good news, at least with our energy, when we manage it well, we can still get our cast stuff on time. So that's nice. Arid Mesa. They crack it. Are they going to get Sacred Foundry? Are they going to get that Surveil Land? Elegant Parlor? Okay. They did get the Surveil Land. Okay, opponents. What are you playing? What are we fighting against? As long as we can get a couple wins with this deck, I'll be happy with it. As always, I never expect too much out of... Okay, so they're playing energy too. This is good. Interesting. Okay. Mountain. Is it Genitorium? Okay, so with Aetherworks Marvel at least ready to go next turn, we should be fine. But we are going to still need a time to actually get what we need. Raptor. Opponent's doing some exiling. Where are they? Okay, they got Ocelot Pride. A little scary. This is fine. We got time. Another Aetherworks Marvel. I guess that'll help us out a little bit later. Okay, so now all we have to do is we just need to start generating our energy, and we should be good to go. Okay. Opponent's going to start doing their thing. They're going to start going wide here very quickly, so we have to find a way to get around this. I finally, of course, put together a deck also that's going to take advantage of these cats. We'll worry about that. I'll talk about that briefly. If you stick around long enough, I will show off a preview of that deck maybe for next week's stream. So stick around for that. It's actually pretty sweet. Opponents? Springheart Nantoka. Okay, so they're going to try to make a bunch of Ocelot Prides. This might be disgusting if we don't have an answer quick. Okay, Whirler Virtuoso. Okay, well, that's not too bad. So how do we do this here? Okay. I think... Attune with Ether. We will pay 1. Okay, how do we do this here? We will... Island. Get 3 energy. Whirler Virtuoso. Get a lot more energy. Okay. This is it, everybody. Can we spin it to win it? Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Give me good. Something good. Okay. What do we get here? Okay. Golos, I think, is what we'll play. We'll be able to dig out a land now. So with that, we will... I guess we'll get out the Cascading Cataracts. Trigger, turn it on, draw a card. Okay, Bountiful Harvest. I'm sorry, Bountiful Landscape. Okay. So, at least for now, we do have some blocking, which is nice. With Golos also, we've got 6 lands already. We can then hopefully get to what we need. Hopefully we can then pull off this victory here. It's still not too bad yet. Opponent's definitely going off, which is scary, but we're going to hopefully see if we can try to do our thing soon. Opponent's obviously not going to do willy-nilly swings at us, so this is actually nice. Okay, Eladrami's Korvek Doll. Korvek Doll? Korvek Doll. I can't say words. Okay, so what are you going to do, opponent? You are going super wide here. If we can get to our Ugin, that's all we need. Okay. Okay, how do we do this here? We will Aetherworks Marvel. Again, keep the new one. This does trigger it off. Energy, energy. Okay. Spin it to win it. Okay. Not a major hit here, which is not quite what we want. Tune the narrative. Draw a card. Oh, we drew our Emrakul. That's awkward. Okay. Any case, we can still draw another card here. We draw our Ulama. We're supposed to get these for free. We're not supposed to draw into them. Wow, this is super awkward. Okay, so in other words, let's get rid of their Temple Garden. So it does give us some more energy. We have another turn to spin it. As far as our opponent's concerned, they're going to get, of course, a land that I just got rid of with them. Okay. Lands make a treasure. We'll pass here. Okay. So, we still have time. I think the best thing we could do here is... Okay. We have Ulamog. And we do have our Emrakul. But it's still not quite enough. We can also spin it with Golo, so we have to. So we have two opportunities right here. Hopefully, we can pull off our win here. If we can just get to Ugin, we'll be fine. But that's all we're hedging our bets on at this point. Opponents, do you swing? They do. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's... We're a little Rochoso. So they do lose it. It does trigger off their ability, which is really annoying. Okay, deck. Here we go. Okay, so with that, we will play Bountiful Landscape. First, Golos. Spin it to win it. Come on, deck. Give me something good. Exile. Exile. Okay. Nothing here. Spin it to win it again. Come on, deck. Aetherworks Marvel again. Okay. How do we do this here? Okay. Put the other one in. Get some more energy. Rogue Refiner. More energy. Okay, come on. I'm feeling it. It's got to be the one. Okay, so with that, we get... Okay. Woo! We get to exile half of their deck, which is great. Okay, and then with that, we'll also then dig out land. Draw a card. Okay, well, I mean, our deck did its thing. Sort of. Not quite the hits we wanted, but you can definitely see right here. The deck is very capable of going off. But unfortunately, I don't think it was enough just because our opponent right here has a giant go-wide army against us. So unfortunately, even though our deck was able to do its thing, we didn't quite get the hit we wanted. But it's okay. Okay, down to 15. I'll let our opponent do their thing. But while I explain some things for a second here. So even though our opponent here is going to go super wide and beat us down, we do have at least a couple of ways of still hopefully stopping them in the future. I would honestly think, though, we probably could have won if we actually had maybe... I guess if we had more consistency with the deck. Yes, it can be more consistent, but I wanted to have a little bit of variety, so that's on me. Nothing big, of course. Opponent is doing their milling. They're down to 10. They'll do their swing. So they'll probably win here, of course. But that's okay. The whole point I'm trying to make with the deck is how you can still pull off the Aetherworks Marvel combo. It does work still, but we just didn't quite get there what we got. So with that, we'll just concede. I just want to move on to the next match. Don't worry. We'll continue on. And we'll see. Hopefully we'll get a win on the next one. So if I was to make this... Well, actually, maybe we'll talk about this a little bit after we get to the wrap-up. We'll talk about, again, like, initial thoughts. Because the deck definitely does work. It does work. Granted, of course, I did it in testing. But it does work. So we're going to try to see if we can get another one in here. Another handful of matches. And hopefully, again, the deck will be able to show you it's actually pretty awesome when it does its thing. Okay. So with that, let's see. What are we going to face this time? Okay, so we have Ugin in hand, which is a little awkward, but that's okay. I think with this one we'll keep it, because we have Amped Raptor for a little bit of action there. Opponent's playing Devour Destiny. Okay. Well, this does mean that Ugin's not going to be as effective if they are playing a colorless deck. Wow. Arena right now really does not want me to have any wins today. I feel like sometimes I'm the worst Magic player. Because sometimes I just feel like things are not quite going exactly how I expected. But that's okay, everybody. I ain't mad. we're still going to work with what we got. So, forest. Do it with either. Let's get out an island, because we already have the mountain. Okay, deck. They got Crystal Grotto doing their scrying. Ivory Tower. Verler Virtuoso, that's not too shabby. Amped Raptor. Get some energy. Do some exiling. To the narrative. Get some more energy. Draw a card. Okay, so far so good. I might throw away the... Might hit that Reliquary Tower with Volatile Fault. We'll see what our opponent's going to do in a bit. Okay. So with that... Island. Is a Genitorium. Go swinging here. Down to 19. Okay, opponent. Gotta try to draw some stuff here. Okay, so while they're doing that, another question I want to ask all of you is there any cards that from Bloomborough, now that we have pretty much the majority of the set already revealed, is there a specific card that really gets you excited, a certain rare, mythic? Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys about, is there anything out there you're interested in seeing? Maybe we can make into a future deck. Gonna do a ton of energy here. We gotta get rid of that Glaring Flesh Raker. Pay 2. Get rid of that. Out the field. We'll make one Thopter, so we can draw a card here. Okay, Amped Raptor again. That's cool. Nah, man, you're pretty good. I think if I played against you, I would lose 10 out of 10 times. Your plan, think ahead so much. Oh, well, thanks again, Suki. I appreciate your support. Sometimes, I actually like to think I'm decent at the game, but I'm not going to lie. I probably could do better, maybe if I didn't play budget decks all the time. But for me, the fun for me for this game is just playing sometimes a little bit of a restriction. Because then you'd be surprised at how creative you can be if you take the time to actually like kind of restrict yourself and think about like what you want to do. Sometimes you get some really innovative ideas simply put from such things. Oh my goodness. We got an Ulamog off of that. Yes. Ah, opponent. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So there you go, everybody. There you go. With careful planning. Look at that. Ulamog the Defiler. Off an Amped Raptor after so much energy we just got. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we got that off. I don't know how our opponent's going to stop an Ulamog the Defiler, but I think this one's in the bag, everybody. So with that, they will do their thing with the One Ring. Unless if they have more One Rings, they are not going to survive here very long. So with that, oh my goodness, we have Annihilator 6. Oh my god. Ulamog here is so broken. Can't believe we got that still off an Amped Raptor with all that energy we paid for. That was really sweet. But there you go, everybody. That's exactly what they're trying to do with the deck. Ooh, I'm mostly excited for the Family Matters precon. Is that one... is that the Offspring precon? Do they have the... Suki, do you know? I haven't checked this morning, but do they have the lists for the precons yet? I'm curious about the Squirrel deck, but I'm willing to look at other things too. I'm not going to be able to buy anything just yet. I realize I haven't even... I'm looking behind my desk right now. I haven't even opened my Modern Horizons 3 precons. I've been so busy recently. I haven't had a chance to actually open much of my product. I have bunches of boxes behind me. So I probably should slow down on product for a bit and actually open what I have before I buy more stuff. Maybe I'll buy the small bundle from Bloomborough. But I still also got to work my way through... Oh my goodness. I still have a box here of Thunder Junction that I haven't gotten. And again, our opponent gave up here. I don't blame him, of course, because... we were about to swing with Ulamog, and that would have forcefully sacrificed their stuff. We would have gotten an easy win off of that one. But there you go, everybody. Yes. With careful planning. Amped Raptor here. Wow, what a card. What a card. Okay. We got to win. We got to win. So, yeah. I actually love this. Okay. Got her a win. That's great. We'll keep playing, of course. Maybe we can get a couple more wins with this deck. I feel pretty good about that one. So, as you saw right there, you don't always have to have the Aetherworks Marvel to pull off your win. If you can get a bunch of energy charged up, an Amped Raptor sometimes gets you one of those sweet Eldrazi off the top like that, and you can also get a surprise win from that, just like that. Really, really awesome. Oh my goodness, I love this deck. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so with that, moving on. So we got our Forest, Servant of the Conduit here, Rogue Refiner, Galvanic Discharge, Aetherworks Marvel. Okay, this looks good. We have our Aetherworks Marvel. We have plenty of ways of charging up with a bunch of energy. I think we can get it with this. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely say, is the Family Matters mostly swinging towards birds? I haven't had a chance to check. I will definitely check once I have a moment, maybe probably later today when I have some free time. But otherwise, let's see what our opponent is trying to play. What do you got, opponents? What do you got? Making me think here, opponents. They're carefully planning out their game plan here. Carefully thinking it over. Okay. Well, let me get myself a little bit of water real quick. Okay. Oh, never mind. Our opponent actually is back. But otherwise, let me get... Alright, with that, Forest out and we'll pass. I think it's go wide with birds. Ooh, okay. That's kind of neat. Birds of a feather. Okay, opponent's got blood crits. Are they going to play Thoughtseize? Turn 1 Thoughtseize? Oh, it's grief. Okay, opponent's trying to scam us here. Not going to be the most fun match, but we'll try. So they're probably going to throw away our Aetherworks Marvel, or they're going to break down things with Servant of the Conduit to slow us down completely. I mean, that's probably what I would do, but that's absolutely disgusting. All right, opponents. Throw away stuff. Undying Malice. Okay. So they're going to get 2 hits off of us here, but they are down to 2 cards. We do have ways, at least, of getting around things. So it's not the worst. Galvanic Discharge. Get tossed out. Come on, opponents. Clock is ticking. What else are they going to throw away? Servant of the Conduit? To slow us down. Aetherworks Marvel to prevent us from doing our combo. I figured. Okay. It's fine. It's fine, everybody. I mean, we played a grief deck on a budget, so I can't really complain too much. We have been part of the problem, if you will. But otherwise, opponent, I mean, opponent here is going to have to make a move soon because clock is ticking. All right. I definitely want to check out the precons. I think all the precons this time around might be actually pretty fun. Okay, so we got another Aetherworks Marvel. I mean, that'll be okay for future. But, Volatile Fault. And pass here. Okay, opponent's got 2 cards in hand. We have a clock that we have to address ASAP, but we're not completely down yet. We're hoping we can go off. Although I don't know where our opponent's at. They have an edge versus us, but I don't know what they're doing. Alright. They draw a card. Okay, opponent. Do you swing? Opponent, you there? I have no idea where our opponent's at. Alright, okay. They're alive. They're alive. Barely. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Take the hits. Ouch. 4 to us. It's okay. Sooner or later, I knew we were going to have to deal with the scam deck at some point, so it's not the worst against us. I've dealt with more miserable decks. Alright. Bloodstain Mire. Pass here. K-Deck, come on. I would love to play against you, but I mostly play paper. I barely have anything on Arena. Well, maybe in the future, I could see if I can't promise anything. But maybe if we grow ourselves even more, I can try to see if I can dig out a webcam. Maybe I can play something in actual like paper. Maybe it's like a special little event in the future. So with that, Volatile Fault. We'll sacrifice that. We're going to try to get that Amped Raptor out. Come on, opponents. At some point, you might want to... Okay, there they are. Our opponent's might end up actually losing just a timeout because I do not know where they're at right now. I mean, if their opponent's busy, they're busy. But, I mean, that happens to us too. I'm still trying to figure out also... Okay. We got our treasure off. I mean, yay. Amped Raptor coming in. We do get some energy. Okay. Well, we don't get the Ugin, of course. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. And I know there's ways we can do that on a webcam in the future. I might try to do that down the line. That is something I've thought about. But it just takes a lot of time to prep and everything. So, again, can't promise it. But we might try. Once I have a little bit more free time. I'll see if I can try to figure that out. Okay, opponent's playing Ragavan here. Okay. Opponent is full on scam. They are out of cards. But we are in an awkward spot because we're out of action now, too. So, they took away an Ether Hub, which we really could have used. Okay, give it one more turn. If we can't get it here, we're just gonna scoop. Okay, opponent's hitting us again for 6. Okay. This is not fun. They take away our Emrakul. We weren't gonna be casting that anytime soon anyway. Alright, Amped Raptor, we can't cast it, so we scoop it up. Wow. That was absolutely disgusting. We got stripped of everything we had, and we didn't quite get what we needed, so we, unfortunately, not looking too well. Record today has been pretty poor, everybody. Dang. But it's okay, everybody. I'm a little down, but it's okay. We're going to keep trying. I believe in the Marvel. I believe our deck is marvelous as is. No pun intended. Okay. So with that, moving on. We shall see. What do we got? Okay, so we got Emrakul in hand, which is not what we wanted, and we can't really cast much of anything here, so I'm going to mulligan. Okay, so we got the Aetherworks Marvel, which is great. Put back the Ulamog. Alright. Favorite champion. Aggro? Aggro deck? Possible. Okay. We'll play Ether Hub, get our energy. With Amped Raptor, we can get there with it. Okay, second mountain. Ragavan. Oh boy. Monkey coming down. They're going to try to steal a card now. They steal Attune the Narrative, which is not quite what I wanted to see get stolen, but that's okay. They will bounce back Ragavan. Most likely. Okay, bounce back. Do they cast it again? They don't. Okay. Another Amped Raptor. So put down 1. Get 3 energy now. Second Amped Raptor. Get the energy back. Okay, so we got some defenses. Well, that's not too bad. We just need to get a little bit more. A little bit more and we should be good to go. Feverin champion number 2. Do they play the monkey, though? They don't. Okay. They pump themselves up. We'll keep our raptors for a little bit longer. Monkey. Okay. I mean, that's a choice opponent. So with that, we will play Raptor number 3. I think we were a Dino deck at this point. Okay. Attune with Ether. Not the hit I wanted, but that's fine. I'll take it. We'll get out... I guess we'll get out a forest. We already have an island and a mountain here. So no attacks. Okay, so the good news is we do have enough now for Aetherworks Marvel to go off. We just need to chump block for a bit. Hopefully we'll be able to then get right what we need to in just a moment. Just need to stop the monkey from stealing stuff. And we should be good. Well, our opponent has 4 cards in hand. Okay, so they have a sword. Interesting. Okay. So, that does change things a little bit here. Not by much. but it kind of does. So, jump block here, here, here. Okay. Okay, deck. So they'd lose their things. Okay. That would have been a really nice hit. I wish we got that. It's okay, everybody. Forest. Aetherworks Marvel. Okay, spin it to win it. Come on. We came here to get a big hit. Come on, deck. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh my god. We got the Ulamog again. Oh my goodness. Yes, we got the Ulamog again, everybody. Only on Annihilator 3, but I will take that. I don't know how our opponent's going to get around that. I have no idea how they're going to stop an Ulamog. Your move, opponents. Good luck. Swing with however you want. I don't care. I'll take it. So they took a Whirler Virtuoso. That's totally cool with me. I'll block the monkey, of course. Yes, I love this. We have an Ulamog. Oh my goodness. Again, I don't know how they're going to stop that. Bloodthirsty Adversary. That's fine. That's totally cool, opponent. And of course they give up. No surprise there. You're not going to stop an Ulamog. Okay. Wow, we got... Our 2 wins today are from casting an Ulamog. The new Nulamog, if you will. Nulamog? Nulamog. I'm going to say that. I don't care. I'm going to say Nulamog. But yeah, there you go, everybody. Yeah, we are getting our wins. We got our Aetherworks Marvel to get a good hit there. So nice. Very nice. You'll love to see it. Is that what the kids still say? They still say that, right? I'm hip and cool. I'm hip and cool. Okay. We have some time, of course, that we're going to keep playing a little bit more probably for the next, like, I would say we got 20 minutes left on the clock before we're going to have to cut it. Again, not that I don't want to cut it early or anything, but of course I have to take care of a couple of things. So that's mostly how it just goes down, everybody. Don't worry. You'll get a chance to check this out. If you missed any of the content earlier, we will have an opportunity, of course. We'll mulligan this. Okay, so we got our Aetherworks Marvel. That's great. Put back Ugin. And we'll put down the Ether Hub. Get some energy. So, auto pay. We'll get our what we need. Let's see. How do we do this here? I guess. Get the island. So, as I was mentioning, if you missed any of the content, don't worry. Replay, of course, will be available on Twitch. It'll be available. Oh, now I wish I got the red. That's awkward. That's okay. I will definitely put out the replay. Brainstorm. Okay, that's fine, opponent. We'll definitely, again, as I mentioned, we'll have a replay for this whole thing available for you. Of course, also, it'll be on Twitch for a little while. A permanent copy, of course, will be up on YouTube. You can watch it even on Twitter/X if you want to. And I have it streamed to a couple other platforms that nobody really watches, like Kick or Odyssey. But I do have copies there if you want to see it on those platforms. Bountiful Landscape. We'll sacrifice this so we can actually get the actual colors we need. We'll put out a mountain. All right. Island. Is a Genitorium. Does the stick, though, opponents? Hopefully it does. But even if it doesn't, that's totally fine. No more lies. Got a counterspell already. Disgusting. But otherwise, again, replays will be available across a bunch of different streaming sites, so be sure to check it out no matter where you go. Anywhere you do watch it, you'll be able to check out the content. And I assure you, it'll actually be something fun. If you haven't already done so, be sure, of course, to like, follow, and subscribe wherever you are watching the content so you don't miss on any of our future gameplay, booster pack openings, deck techs, and all that fun jazz. There's a lot of stuff. If you haven't checked out my channel already, of course, all those links right there on the bottom. Okay, the counterspell us. So we'll sacrifice Bountiful Landscape. Just so it's going to keep fixing and thinning the deck. We've got our forest. Okay, that's fine. They can keep counterspelling us. We do have our Aetherworks Marvel, so I'm not too worried because we got that ready to go. And then, as always, if you haven't done so already, if you are a fan of super ultra budget deck techs, you have come to the right place. Subscribe, of course, to check out all the hottest in budget deck technology. I got tons for you to see, as long as you, again, are willing to check out stuff. You don't have to spend a lot when you're playing Arena or Paper. I will definitely have a bunch of decks for you where you can have some fun with Magic. on the cheaper. Yeah, I agree, Suki. I have no idea what the kids say these days. I'm just going off again what I learned from work. Work teaches me all the cool hip slang all these kids are into. That's mostly where I get all of my stuff. Oh, Gen Z too. So you're one of those fun Zoomers that I hear so much about. The cool kids, if you will. I mean, cooler than us millennials. Because I'm definitely on the older side of millennials. Alright, so we got 2 Amped Raptors out. We got some energy. Lightning Helix. Ouch. That's fine. I don't really care about, like, for a deck like this, we're not caring about the beatdown plan. We just want to kind of force our opponent into submission with their deck. Down to 16. Urza's Cave. Pass. Urza's Cave at least can help us get to a key land that we're going to need. We're going to need that Cascading Cataracts. That's what we need. Okay. Opponent is playing 3 Fairy, which is disgusting. Sacrifice the cave now. We will dig out our Cascading Cataracts. They bounce that. They draw a card. Okay, so they got 2 mana open. They did not play anything. Okay. Alright, so with that, we'll play Ether Hub. Come on, deck. He's going to be out of counterspell sooner or later, opponents. Okay. Got more energy. Okay. Unfortunately, though, we can't play it. Oh, hold on one second. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Come on. Can the Marvel stick? Of course, they have an answer. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to be able to get through this.
Trust me.
3 Fairy is very oppressive for what it's trying to do. So, I think maybe I have an idea for an upgrade for this, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. I'm guessing they have a way of protecting 3 Fairy here. Consider. They're digging for an answer, I'm guessing. But did they get their answer? Not. Okay. Well, that is good for us. We'll tune with Ether again. We will get out... I guess we'll get out a mountain this time. Put down that mountain. I'll pass. Okay, so we're out of gas, which is kind of awkward for this deck, because this deck usually doesn't run out of gas. But we're not... We're still... It's going to be a while before our opponent finds a way out of this, if they have anything. But until then... Huh, okay. Hopefully they have any... They got something... Okay, Leyline of Sanctity. I mean, we don't really care too much about that. That's not something I worry about. We have many of other ways of getting around Leyline of Sanctity, so I'm not worried about that. Play a mountain. Go swinging here. Down to 14. How many lands do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we have actually enough to play Kozilek. Can that stick? I guess we'll find out. If our opponent taps out, we have a shot. Maybe. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I don't have it, of course, on the bottom right here, but if you do want to join our slow but growing community, I also have a Discord. Be sure to check out the Discord if you haven't done so already. I'll leave a link for those of you that are interested, and of course the details when this goes on the replay. That'll be available, of course. It's also on my main page too. If you check it out on YouTube, I'll have, of course, links there for you if you want to check out that. By all means, it's actually pretty sweet. Okay, our opponent did actually tap out. Maybe this might be our shot here. Maybe. All right. New Kozilek. We manifest. Oh, Ulamog. Not too shabby. New Kozilek here doesn't do too much for us. They lose their Solitude. Do they have a Wrath? They do. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Is it Genitorium? This can help us draw cards, but we can't really activate it until we actually start burning up energy. So it's a little awkward, but that's okay. We still got time. We still got time, everybody. Amped Raptor. Do you have another counterspell, opponent? Please don't. I want to try to have something fun to do. Ionize. Ouch. Wait, who plays Ionize anymore? I did not know actually people played that card. Okay, Forest. Okay, well, at the very least, Big Ulamog here is not... Okay, so I guess at this point, just Exile and exile? Do they have a counterspell for this? Ow, okay. Okay. Not too bad right now. Don't have a counterspell. Come on! Come on, opponents! I just want to play some Magic. You're not being very fun now, opponents. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. No counterspell. Come on. Please resolve. Come on. Oh, come on, opponents. They have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counterspells. Absolutely disgusting. This is why nobody likes control, everybody. This is why. This is why. We're going to hold on to the forest. They have 5 cards in hand. Some way, somehow, we got to hit something. We have to hit something. Our opponent is just dirtling, so this is very, very annoying. But, again, we're not out of it just yet. We're going to hopefully see if we can keep trying. Okay. Still nothing yet. We have so much energy and nothing really to pay off with it. We're also running out of basics at this point. Hit an island. Play the island. Alright, come on, deck. Opponent's got still a ton of cards in hand. They are down to 26. They're past half of their... They're digging through their deck pretty heavily. We are too. Some way, somehow, though, we're going to eventually exhaust them of counterspells. Leyline of Sanctity. Now, again, we don't really care about that card. Because, again, we're not trying to burn our opponent. We're not trying to go to face with anything. We just want to cast at least one of our creatures and then just go from there. Okay. Come on. Aetherworks Marvel. Please let it resolve. Come on, deck. Ugh, come on. Opponent, you're just not being any fun today. See, this is, again, why nobody really likes control. Just because you just can't really play the game. It's not fun. Ugh. Okay. Opponent's going to keep drawing cards.
We need to move quick.
They're very close to ultimating. If they ultimate, we're going to have to scoop because we don't have a way of getting around that. Okay. Ugin. Can Ugin resolve? Probably not. Our opponent is a toot. We will pay that. Do they have another counterspell? Yes, they do. Okay. All right. 4 cards in hand. 5. They'll draw again. They're close. They are going to be close to decking out. I don't think, obviously, we'll get to that point. It's a hard time raffle. Well, it just gets more oppressive. So bounce back our Isitatorium. Not like it was doing anything, really. Yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, I don't think I have to tell you, Suki, or anybody else that, you know, when it comes to counter decks like this with control, you just kind of have to sit there and ride it out. Sometimes they do run out of counters. Sometimes they don't. The player stuff, I don't really have any hope here because we have tons of energy and we just have no way of using it. Especially because Fairy Time Raveler here also is kind of oppressive. So there's not much else we can do. I mean, okay, so they can ultimate next turn. That's not... Okay, they got Fury. They hit us. So they actually do have payoff. We'll give it one more turn here. So they untap their lands. They still have 5 cards in hand, 16 here. Server the Conduit still doesn't do anything. Where's our payoffs? Did we run out of everything? Because let's see, we've lost chunks here. And we've lost a chunk of stuff here. We do have some stuff, but we're kind of at an awkward point here. They basically have all the mana they need. That, again, is not what I'm scared about. If they ultimate here in space, I'm just going to scoop. Yep. I'm not dealing with that. No. They had 15 cards left, but I'm not dealing with that because I could just get onto another match. That was not fun at all. I know. Some of you out there I know like playing control. I do have some builds I've played in control. Even I made a budget control deck, but I'm not going to lie. I don't like control patterns. I can play control, but I don't like it. As you can see right there, it's just, for me, it's just not fun. It's just a matter of just counter, wrath, removal, then you put your payoff out there, and that's mostly it. Sometimes, yes, you do kind of fizzle, but our opponent did not fizzle there, so
we're just going to move on to the next game. We are getting close to the end of the stream, though, everybody. But don't worry. If you do want to catch more of my content, as I mentioned earlier, be sure to check it out on the channel. It's all there. Plenty of stuff for you to go over. Lots of cool budget deck techs out there for anybody that wants to check it out. We're definitely going to keep this hand, though, because we've got ramp, we've got removal, and we do have the Aetherworks Marvel. So I think we can get there with this. But otherwise, Mishra's Bauble. Okay, our opponent has Lurrus, so that could mean a lot of different decks. They're going to get a peeky peek at us. What do you got, opponent? Wooded Foothills. Sacrifice the Wooded Foothills. What land you getting? Mountain? Blood Crypt. Okay. Hopeless Nightmare. Alright. Not quite what we wanted to see, but it's okay. We'll throw away an island. We have to keep our game plan as tight as possible here. Forest. Attune with Ether. This will get us a land. Get us a mountain. Get us some energy. Slowly but surely, we will build up our resources here. Another Galvanic Discharge. It's fine. Serve of the Conduit. Get some more energy. Okay. Even if they remove our Servant of the Conduit, we do have... Okay, Orcish Bowmasters. A little scary. That's okay. Excuse me. Mount Doom. Play with fire. They did take away our ramp, which is unfortunate, but we do have ways at least of rebuilding ourselves. It's not the worst. We have time, everybody. Ether Hub's not bad either. So with that, we will wait. Whirler Virtuoso it's tempting to put down, but I need to have stuff available so I can just hit with Orcish Bowmaster a Galvanic Discharge. This will also give us enough where we can play Aetherworks Marvel and hopefully be able to stop our opponent. Maybe, hopefully. Ragavan. Ooh. Don't like that monkey. They go swinging here. We can't afford to have that monkey do anything to us, so we'll make our energy. Pay 1. Monkey goes bye-bye. Okay. Not too bad. Down to 11. They have 1 card in hand. Okay. So, this is it, everybody. Energy down. We came here once again to see it's Marvel, baby. Let's do it. Spin it to win it. Come on. Big hit. Come on, deck. Okay. We'll take that Emerald. I'll control you for a turn, opponents. That's what we wanted, everybody. Woo, that was the dream. That's what you wanted out of that. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is what happens. Okay, that actually was what you wanted to do with the deck. That's what you wanted. So you spin it, you get something big, you stop your opponent. Technically, the match still could have gone on a little bit longer, but our opponent's like, I do not want someone controlling my turn, so I'm going to just give up. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So, looking at the clock right now, I think we can get in 1, maybe 2 more matches. Win or lose. We're just going to play it out here. And then we'll go then to the wrap-up. We'll talk about the deck overall, how it did, upgrades I can recommend for you if you want to play this, if you do like it. I, of course, will leave a link in the details after we put up the replay on YouTube. So if you do want to put this together for yourself, that'll make it easier for you. We'll talk about, again, for those of you who stuck around this long in the video, my true fiery friends, you'll, of course, be rewarded by getting a sneak peek at what's to come for future content. So until then, let's see, we don't have the Aetherworks Marvel, so we're going to mulligan. This is awkward. Okay. Yikes. I think we'll keep this hand. Put back the Emeralds. We'll keep this. So. Bountiful Landscape. Pass. So, here, we're going to try to pull out some stuff. Okay. They polluted Delta. Sack. Okay, they get a Blood Crypt. Dragon's Rage Channeler. That's fine. So with that sack, we will get out a forest. This allows me to play Attune with Ether. Get our energy going. Get a mountain. Put that down. Dragon's Ray Channeler. We can't let them get any value off of their Surveil, so we got to get that down now. Okay, we have 4 energy, which is nice. Not too bad on energy. Hopefully Amped Raptor will get us spinning into something good. So that's the game plan right now. Opponent does still have a full hand. But let's see what they're trying to do. Okay. As we're winding down, again, a couple things also I want to throw out there. If you do want to see certain cards, I'll put up a poll soon. I'll kind of will just put up a basic poll on YouTube about what color should we focus on for the upcoming set. Okay, they're playing Dark Ritual, which is something I'm a little concerned about. We'll see what they have. Okay. Let me throw away that. Reanimate. Okay. What are they going to try to reanimate? Do they have anything they're going to reanimate? They have 3 mana open, and they have a Dragon's Ray Channeler pumped up as a 3/3. A little scary. This is fine. Okay. Oh, they didn't play anything. Interesting. Ether Hub. Get another energy. Amped Raptor. Come on, Raptor. Give me something good. Okay. Unfortunately, we had to use up quite a bit of energy just to get that, but that's fine. It's not the worst. We at least have it on the field. We still have plenty of time. Hopefully, again, our opponent doesn't have too many things here. We can just get at least one way to generate some energy. Like, if we can get at least another Galvanic Discharge, or at least maybe one of our other... Oh. Okay. Try to believe us here. Yep. Scam away, opponent. I'm not salty. Nope. Not at all. That's fine. Fable the Mirror Breaker. So they're going to do the thing. They make a token. 17. Okay, another Aetherworks Marvel. Not quite what I wanted to see. But, let's see. Here's how we do this. I'm trying to just make energy where I can. So that does count. 4, 5. Any payoff, any card right now that can give us energy, hopefully can help us at least spin one time. And maybe we can turn it around against our opponent here. Just maybe. Come on, deck. I believe in you. I believe in you, deck. We can do this. They go swinging here. They make a treasure. We'll block here because their token goes bye-bye. Makes the first strike. So it does buy us a little bit of time. So they will surveil. Okay. Croaxa. That will hurt us a bit. So that speeds up the clock. But okay. Come on, deck. Oh, attune with you. Okay. That works. That works. Come on. So we'll get a mountain. Actually, no. I'll get an island. We got our energy. Play it. Okay. Spin it to win it. Can we do it here? Come on, deck. I believe in us. Big money. Big money. Big money. No whammy. Come on. Give me something good. Come on. Anything. Oh, there we go. There we go, everybody. There we go. Ooh, what do we get? Do we get the Ulamog? Yes, I think we'll get the Ulamog. We exile their half of their deck. Yes. 13-13. Let's swing with this. Annihilator 6. Oh my goodness. I don't know how our opponent beats us here, but we're going to definitely do our thing. Do you still hang in there, opponent? Are you still going to play the match? Major credit to you if you do play it still, opponent. I will give you props. I will give you props if you do manage to hang in there. Okay. Game on, opponent. Game on. Okay, so this is Annihilator 6. That means they have to sacrifice 6 here. So with that... Okay, opponent. Do you sacrifice 6 permanents? That puts you in a really bad spot, opponent. Yes! That's it, everybody. I think we're going to end it there. That was a great way to end the stream. I was like, our opponent really was going to stick in there? I mean, again, I will give him credit. I mean, yes, we've had our moments where we've kind of stuck around, but yeah. there's nothing you can really do against that. I was guessing they probably were going to sacrifice all their lands at worst, and then maybe one of their creatures, probably like Dragon's Rage Channeler. But then we could still block Croaxa and then just finish him off the next turn. So, yay! We got there, everybody. We got there. This deck is marvelous. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. It's Marvel, baby. 2024. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, I think we're going to then wrap it up from here, everybody. So, with that, we got our dailies done, which is great. Very nice. All right, so let's actually go over to the deck itself real quick. We're going to talk about it very briefly. Okay, so with that, there you have it already. So that was our Marvel Aetherworks Marvel deck in 2024, everybody. What do you think of the deck? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? Truth be told, I actually loved what this deck did. I was actually really happy with how it turned out. It was very nice. When we get wins with it, it is hilarious. Any Eldrazi Titan basically just shuts it down for our opponent. Yes, there were some that kind of didn't perform as well, but we'll talk about it in a second. So, honestly, I love what the deck is trying to do. I think the deck is great as is in budget form, but there are some, honestly, really things that I don't think we need to change too much. However, there are going to be some upgrades I would recommend for you if you do want to play this and maybe you want to go a little further out. So, obviously, I did this, of course, for the purpose of just having fun with it and the novelty. You can put in one copy of each, also just because I can't afford, of course, to make bigger sets of all these because I don't have any more mythics. So that's also why I kind of did it the way I did, for flavor purposes of getting one of each, but also because I can only afford one copy of each of the Titans. But if you can't afford full playsets, I would recommend for you to stick to one or two of the Eldrazi. I would say maybe either new Emrakul here. This would be pretty good for you if you want to keep copies of this, because you can basically steal all of your opponent's stuff and then make that a thing. If you want to just control them for a turn, that's also a good one too. The only one I would probably cut would probably be New Kozilek. New Kozilek doesn't really do it that much. It's a cute card, but it doesn't do enough with our deck. But the only reason I would still I would consider this Kozilek is if you want to maybe go wide with Thopter tokens. That's the real reason why you want to do this, because colorless creatures would get a 3/2. That would mean your Thopters here can become flying 4/3s. So only stick to that strategy if you want to go into the Thopter strategy with this deck. Otherwise, most of the main hits that are safe bets are Ulamogs, Emrakuls, a single copy or 2 copies of Ugin, maybe actually maybe not a full playset, but I would say 2-3 copies of Ugin is consistent, because that would, again, just wipe out your opponent if you want to use it as a Wrath. Honestly, you really can't go too wrong with this. Even if I did mention like 9 mana Kozilek here, Major Kozilek here, also good too. I mean, again, you have options here. You can kind of mix and match your Eldrazi's to figure out what is your best version that you want to draw into with Aetherworks Marvel. I'm still happy with how it turned out. It was very janky in some matches here where we didn't really get anything, but you saw when it goes off, it goes off. Now, as far as other upgrades, I'm pretty much going to be a broken record, but obviously, you definitely want to get the fetch lands. Get the fetch lands ASAP. The fetch lands, of course, are going to be the best lands you can get for this deck, because that will ensure that you can get a much more stronger fix on your things. So, with that, the fetch lands, obviously, you're going to want to get are mostly going to be anything that can get you your land. So you can use cards like Arid Maces and Bloodstained Mires. You can use those. Get your Flooded Strands. If you want to stick to, again, mostly the other ones, let's see, not collect here. So yeah, if you want to do like the other ones that actually are within your colors, like Wooded Foothills here, that's fine. If you want to get other ones such as, where's the other ones at? Scalding Tarns here. These ones are going to be the best ones you can get to upgrade this. You'll have to drop all of your Bountiful Landscapes. I would say get rid of also Urza's Cave. So Urza's Cave here, your Bountiful Landscapes, you could put in maybe like 5 to 6 fetches. That should be more than enough for you. Upgrade all of those. You can then pull out all of these, get your Shock Lands, get your Surveil Lands, whatever is best for you to work with. And that's going to be, honestly, your best options just to make this all pull off your wins. If you didn't, again, see the replay, be sure to check out the replay to kind of see how it works. It's still not too bad, even on a budget with what we had. We were still able to fix it decently well. Also because of the fact that